Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're talking fading hyperpigmentation, achieving that more even skin tone. Now, the other day I shared with you my absolute love of this product. This is the non-buzzing vitamin concentrate, which I said could be one of the best treatments for hyperpigmentation. Well, on the back of that video, lots of you guys said, do you have any other recommendations? This sounds amazing, but we kind of want to shop the market. Well, I thought this is a great excuse to talk about hyperpigmentation and the results that I've got from various different treatments and serums. I'm going to pull together a list of my top 5 products for fading discoloration and share them with you in today's video. We're going to go from the weakest, or I'd say the most accessible, still great results but suitable for all skin types, through to the most high potency on the market. That way, there's something for everyone, no matter your skin type, your budget, and what you're looking to achieve. Sit back, relax, let's talk fading hyperpigmentation. Now, before we get into this video, just that quick reminder, that call to arms to say, if you haven't already, if you could reach down, give this video a big thumbs up and a like. This truly is the best way of supporting me as a content creator, because whilst I don't measure my own worth based on the number of likes I get, YouTube still does. And until that changes, we kind of have to play the algorithm game. The more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. I'd also love to know, have you guys any experience with the products that I mentioned in today's video? Sound off in the comment section below and give me like your hyperpigmentation before and after experiences. Now, with all that out of the way, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. Now, throughout the video, I'm going to be showing an image of the products talked about on the screen alongside sharing them in my hand. That's what you guys fed back and said that would be really useful so you can catch the name, the spelling, and all that good stuff. So I'm always happy to, improve the content any way I can to make it more enjoyable for you guys. I've also linked all the products in the description box below, so if you want to check them out, price point, ingredients, all that good stuff, they're there for your convenience. Now, when it comes to hyperpigmentation, there's lots of different forms. It manifests itself in different ways. Some people might have all over discoloration. Other people might have localized patches. There's lots of different triggers. For me, my hyperpigmentation really is the result of my adult acne. I still break out into my 38th year here on planet Earth. And when those blemishes fade, they tend to leave behind a patch of hyperpigmentation and discoloration. So I've really honed in over the past 5 years my skincare routine to both minimize the risk of that pigmentation in the first place, but also help it to be eradicated as quick as possible once that blemish fades. And all of the products mentioned today I've tried, I've used on my own skin, so I can share with you the results. Now let's start with the most gentle offerings on the market. Now I don't want anyone to think that gentle means ineffective. It doesn't, because actually the 2 products that I'm going to share in this section actually really delivered in the long term. Just remember, if something's a little bit more gentle, you might have to invest time. You might not see those quick wins, you have to have a little patience. But that's a good thing. See skincare as a marathon, not a sprint. Invest now for the long-term payoffs. And the 2 gentle options for fading hyperpigmentation that I'm going to recommend are these 2. They're also the cheapest on this list, so if you're on a budget, these 2 are great. If you have sensitive skin, these will work wonderfully for you. They're kind of universal, and if maybe you're just dipping your toe into hyperpigmentation treatments and you don't know where to start, these 2 is probably what I'd recommend, and then build up from there. This is the Ordinary Aloe 2% plus NAG 2% solution. Now, I was very skeptical about this when I first tried it, because I thought, aloe, nothing that groundbreaking there. NAG, whilst you don't see this in a lot of skincare products, I looked at some of the studies around it, showing promise, but there's not a lot of data, if that makes sense. So I tried this expecting to be disappointed. I actually tried it on a patch of discoloration on the body so I could see how it would work. It worked really well. So I then started to use it on some areas where I had breakouts, and I found that they hyperpigmented a lot less after using this than they did before, and they faded a lot quicker. So don't let the fact that it seems super gentle really fool you into believing you won't get great results. You will, you just have to have a bit of patience. It's certainly not the quickest acting, but I think it costs like £12 here in the UK, so really affordable. A little goes a long way, and you've got a lot of flexibility with this. You can use it twice a day as an all-over treatment, or you can use it in a hyper-localized way just on areas where you have those dark spots, those blemishes, areas you want to fade. The good thing about it as well is because it is so gentle, you can use it alongside all your other active ingredients from your retinoids, your vitamin C's. It's all fine. This is compatible with it. So it's a really easy product to just slot straight into your skincare routine. In the same gentle category, this is the Good Molecules Discoloration Correcting Serum. Now, I've spoken about this on the channel in the past. I still absolutely love it. So this has some tranexamic acid derivative, which is really gentle, alongside some other brightening agents. in keeping with the ordinary, you kind of have to invest in this product. You get long-term payoff, but maybe you're not going to get those quick wins. So if you're impatient, these might not be for you. But honestly, if you've got sensitive skin, this won't irritate it at all, and you'll get some really great results in the long term. It's also nice, rich, and creamy too. If you see how that applies, it actually just glides onto the skin and leaves behind a little bit of hydration too. This is nice because a lot of hyperpigmentation serums, the multi-active ones, can be a little stripping and drying on the skin. Not with this, actually adds back to the hydration. I probably should have said earlier that whilst there are lots of ingredients that can tackle and fade hyperpigmentation, vitamin C, alpha-arbutin, retinoid, there's so many. What I'm focusing down on in this video isn't those single active formulations like a good vitamin C serum, but rather multi-active serums so you can get a fully comprehensive treatment without having to invest in 5, 6 or 7 steps. So now we're going to kick it up a notch. These are the high potency, high active serums that will give you amazing results in a short period of time, but come with a little bit of a warning to say these might not be appropriate for the most sensitive skin types, and make sure you patch test thoroughly, you introduce gradually and build your way up. Still kind of going in strength, I want to start off with my own product, which is this, the Mad About Skin Perfect Blend Exfoliating Gel. So I created this with a blend of different exfoliating acids, but with some kojic acid alongside it. And it's that kojic acid that's doing the heavy lifting when it comes to fading hyperpigmentation. This is a bit of an unsung hero in my own skincare collection because whilst this isn't the best seller from the brand, it's definitely the one that when people try, they fangirl about the most, which kind of makes me very happy. It serves a very specific purpose as it's an exfoliator and a hyperpigmentation correcting serum all in one. So if you're someone that a couple of times a week likes to use a lactic, a glycolic acid, you can switch to this and you get all of those great benefits with a dose of kojic acid too. So it's just going to really help to minimize any excess pigment production in the skin. Now, the good thing about this is not only can you use it as an all-over treatment a couple of times a week in place of your exfoliator, but you can also use it every single day as a spot treatment. So say you get an area, a blemish, you get an area that you want to specifically target. You can use a little of this on that area and that'll really help to just fade it super quick. That kojic acid is in a super high concentration, the highest that you can actually get over the counter. So it definitely packs a punch. And if you see the consistency there, so it comes out as a gel. It's a very stiff gel, which means it's great for pinpoint work. You know, where you've got a little blemish you want to treat. It just makes it so easy to target without it running everywhere. If you apply it onto slightly damp skin as well, it spreads beautifully. So if you want to do it as an all-over treatment, again, you can put it on slightly damp skin, spread it across, and it'll sink in like that and get to work in the shortest possible time. It's also on sale at the moment, so it's like only £9. So actually, this is the cheapest. Between this and the Good Molecules, for the cheapest option in today's video. Now, the top 3 for highest potency are these, and I'm going to kick things off with this, the Topicals Faded Discoloration Serum. Now, when I talked about the non-buzzing serum I referenced earlier in that separate video, I was a bit shady about this and said I actually think the non-buzzing one is just better. I stand by that. I think it's got a better ingredient profile. This actually has quite a few ingredients that could potentially break you out, so not great if you have super oily or acne prone skin. But I definitely still think it packs a punch. It's a holy grail for a lot of people for a reason, and whilst I think non-buzzing does it slightly better, this is still a great accessible option for a lot of people. I know a lot of people moved away from this because it had a really strong rotten egg smell. Well, they've actually reformulated this and they've removed some of the components that were causing that. So it smells much better now. So if you used to like it but hated the scent, it might be worth giving it another chance because it definitely doesn't smell as bad as it used to, trust me. It had quite a sulfury smell. This is great. It's got a combination of different actives from alpha-arbutin to tranexamic acid to melatonin, lots of different things that are going to help suppress excess pigment production and eradicate that pigment that's already formed that little bit quicker. I'd say this probably works best on drier skin types. You've got quite a lot of nourishment and hydration in here. I would probably steer clear of it if you have oily, acne prone skin because there are a couple of things in here that could exacerbate it. Still a real high potency product, but I think a couple of brands just do it better. So in second place in terms of potency and strength, I want to call out the aforementioned non-buzzing vitamin concentrate. This so good. glutathione, you've got niacinamide, you've got 3 different types of vitamin C, you've got alpha-arbutin, you've got some hydrators, you've got some calming and soothing ingredients. There is so many antioxidants. It's a real one and done style product. That is why I love it. Again, I'm going to leave a link to that video that I did talking about this up there. Check that out if you want to see this in action, how to layer it and all that good stuff. But I genuinely think this is something pretty special on the market that you don't see often. I try a lot of skincare out, and it's rare that I see a product and think, wow, read the ingredients list of that, genuinely stunned. So good. So I do recommend this to everyone, and I think it's such a great option. It would work, I'd say, almost universally. If you've got a very sensitive skin type, maybe just proceed with a little caution, because it has got a lot of actives going on in here. For most other people, it's absolutely fine. No matter your skin type, your skin tone, or the type of hyperpigmentation you have, there's something in here that's just going to deliver for you, which is why I think it's a universal and amazing serum. There are 2 other options though that are just a little bit more high potency. Now, the reason I still stand by the fact I think this is the best all-rounder for hyperpigmentation is because the price point and the formulation just combine for sheer perfection. The 2 products that I'm going to come on to now that are higher potency also come at a higher price point and a higher risk of sensitivity. So first up is this. This is the NIOD Repigment. I used this maybe 3 or 4 years ago and got great results with it. Definitely helped fade my hyperpigmentation, felt good on the skin, but it can trigger sensitivity, and because you only get a very small amount of the product, it's best for pinpoint work. So where I said with the Mad About Skin exfoliating gel, it's gel-like, so you can just do little areas where you need it. Same goes for this, but it is a little bit more runny. So for me, I actually prefer something in a more gel-like consistency. It's just easier to apply. But this is still a really well formulated product that has 15 different ingredients in here that are going to get to grips with your hyperpigmentation. Like I say, proceed with caution if you have a sensitive skin type, and it's not going to be for people that are on a budget. It does cost quite a high price point, but I think that's reflected in the quality of the formulation. And of a very similar strength is the Regimen Lab Level Serum. Again, multiple different actives to fade your hyperpigmentation, but at a similar price point to the NIOD one. So not for those on a budget, but does work quite nice, and is in more of a serum consistency, where this is more of an oil. These are both super high potency, packs a punch, but with that comes that risk of sensitivity. So I would say when you're choosing from the products that I mentioned on this list, don't automatically reach for the highest strength. Reach for the one that's going to deliver what you need. So if you're a beginner to hyperpigmentation treatments and you're on a budget, you want something that's just going to work but not trigger too much sensitivity. Good Molecules and The Ordinary have got your back. If you're looking for something to do more targeted work, a flexible product that you can use either on specific areas of discoloration or all over the skin as a couple of times a week exfoliation, go for the Mad About Skin Exfoliating Gel. If though that you're looking for something that really packs a punch, you're less concerned about budget and sensitivity, you just want those quick results, then I definitely think that reaching for the Regimen Lab product or the NIOD one will give you really quick turnaround, and for the impatient amongst us, will definitely satisfy that need for quick results. For me though, I just think that this Numbuzz-in-1 is an all-round holy grail, and I stand by saying this is the best hyperpigmentation treatment I found. It just kind of works for everyone's budget, skin type, and I think it would work for a range of different hyperpigmentation triggers. So definitely want to check out, but hopefully in this video I've just been able to share that there is a lot of choice on the market, and reaching for the highest strength isn't the right thing. Match it to all those things I said before, and hopefully this has just made your skincare journey that little bit easier. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye!